Hey, everybody, it's Marisa Murgatroyd, founder of Live Your Message, and I'm super excited to bring to you one of our favorite community members, Alain Torres. And Alain has done something extraordinary. So he's going to be joining us for our Message to Money live event coming up in July 15th through 17th. And for those of you who don't know it, I actually launched a Bring a Friend contest to really grow our community and have more extraordinary people like you attending the event and really creating kind of the spark and the dynamism and the magic in the room. And Alain just went for it, and he managed to have over 10 people, 10 of his friends, register for the event. And he's won this $18,000 prize package, including a VIP day with me and a website and a lot of other amazing things. And we are giving away as many of these prize packages as there are people who can hit the ground and invite their friends and get them to register. So don't worry, he hasn't stolen the grand prize and leaving nothing else for anybody else. But a lot of you have been asking, well, how do I go about inviting my friends? How do I enroll my friends in joining me at this event? And this is one skill set that doesn't only apply to inviting people to join you at Message to Money Live, it applies to everything in your business, because the ability to really enroll people and move them into action, that is something that we're covering at Message to Money Live. But getting this head start in practicing, how do you get someone so excited about something that they're willing to say yes and spend their time and their energy and invest their money to really participate? And Alain has done an amazing job in figuring that out. So I wanted to bring him here so he could talk about exactly what he did and help all of you in winning the Bring a Friend contest too, and having access to some amazing prizes like the website and time with me, a whole VIP day, 10-hour day with me to strategize your business and some of the other things that he won, but also so you can grow and nurture your value network of the people who are going to become your partners and your friends and your customers, and really have a community around you, a support network around you that understands this stuff so they can brainstorm with you and help you become better. So Alain, let me know what you've got. What are some of your strategies that you use to have such a phenomenal result?
Cool. So I'm just want to say first off, I'm really excited to be here. I'm so glad to be sharing with you guys my secret because I truly know that this works, obviously. And I want each and every one of you to be able to just literally replicate this and join Marisa for all those wonderful goodies, all those golden nuggets. So I'm just going to dive into this and yeah, let's see what happens.
And before
Okay,
we
so
begin, what made
yeah,
you want to do, before we begin into the
yeah, great
strategy, what
question.
made you want to do this? Like, what made you want to share this with your friends, for one?
That's such a great question. First off, I love you. I love Murray. I think you guys are incredible. The business that you guys have created is such a purpose-driven business, and it truly shows from the inside out. And that's exactly how I want mine to be and how I'm creating it to be. So it just makes sense for me to share something that is so in alignment with me and my values and my beliefs with everyone else who also is of the same, same fit, same kind of people. So it just is a no-brainer.
Awesome, thank you. So what did you do to have 10 people and counting? I know you're going for the 2-day VIP day, like the ultimate prize as well. So what did you do to get such an amazing traction with your people?
Okay, cool. So first things first, everything is a numbers game. That's the bottom line. So I basically just sat down. I said, okay, what do I feel confident with as far as, how many people out of 10 can I bring? And I said, well, maybe one. No, I think I could do better than one. So I settled at 2 out of 10, so 20%. Okay, so then I figured, all right, so how many people do I need to bring in order to bring 10? So I did the math, and if you guys can't do that math, that's okay. Google it. I promise you it's there. You guys should be able to bring at least 10%, 20%, some of you even 30 and 40%, but 20 was super realistic
Realistic.
for me. Realistic for me, so that's what I did. So I shot for 50 people. So the first thing I did was I sat down and I came up with a list of 50 people. So either get your iPhone and just type out the names. Go through all the business cards that people have you met, your closest friends, your friends on Facebook, the Facebook groups you're part of, the different live events that you've been to, literally anything and everything where you can just, find those same type of people, which usually are just kind of like you. I mean, it's not that hard to think of them. And something I did to kind of help me is I closed my eyes and I just said, okay, let me just travel through all the places I've been to and kind of go through and rework through all those and see who were the right people that are a match for this. And so I came up with a list of 50, and I said, all right, cool. So now I have a place to start from. And I just started to get to work. And so kind of my mindset going into this, which was important, is that not everyone was this going to be right for. So certainly the people that this was going to be really right for, it was going to be really right for them. Others, it's okay. Like it's not their time, or the timing's not right, and it's all good. So that was the main mindset I had, just to know that no matter what, even if right now is not the right time, maybe in the future it will be. So no matter what, I was doing a big service for them. Okay, so that was my mindset. And so basically, again, coming up with that list, that was the first thing. So then the people who I first met recently, so within the last couple weeks, those were the people I literally got on the phone with, and I said, hey, what's going on? So and so. And of course, they were all excited to talk to me. Hey, how's it going? They wanted to talk and do their thing. And so we talked, and I said, so, check this out. This is what I'm up to. I got so much out of that last event we went to, but guess what? There's this other event that I'm really excited about going to, and you guys can actually use this. This is part of a script, script that you can use, and it does feel entirely genuine with me because it was true. So I said, I'm really excited. I'm going to this event again. I've been before. I got so much value out of it that I definitely want to go again. And while I'm on the phone with you, I want to share a little bit about it with you to see how it can apply to what you're doing. And if it's a great fit, I would love to invite you. If not, still cool. I love you no matter what. So that was the general conversation, and I can go more into that in depth when I go into kind of like the template of the email, because it'll all make sense. It all lines up. Okay, and then people who I hadn't talked to in a while. So I kind of put a little different mark on the list of people I hadn't talked to in a while, of maybe a couple months or maybe even a year, or I don't know, it could have been even longer. And some of those people were old clients, people that I had uncovered that they too themselves were also trying to build a purpose-driven business, or they were trying to get their message into the world. And I said, wow, this is such a great fit. So let me just at least text them. And so even this template, I literally verbatim texted them this, even if it was long. It's okay. Nowadays, we can totally type a book and send it to people on iPhone or smartphone or whatever. So, okay. So this is the template. And how am I doing so far? Am I going too fast?
No, you're doing awesome. Just I'll do a quick summary.
Yeah.
So basically, you figured out that in order to have 10 people say yes, because you're angling for that prize of a VIP day with me, plus everything else that you get before that point, you get it all, is you had to talk to 50 people. So if you could get 2 out of 10 to say yes, that means you would need to talk to 50 people in order to get 10 to say yes. And then you kind of racked your brains and thought of all the people, and then you started with the people that you knew met most recently, and you actually called them up on the phone, and you shared and using the template that you already gave us, and then you thought about the people that maybe you haven't talked to recently, and you came up with a text message, and you're about to share that template.
Yeah, so again, this is a template not just for text, but email, and even kind of over the phone. So like as long as you hit these general guidelines, you're gonna be pretty money. I'm just gonna say it like that. Okay, so I'd say, hi, so and so, how are you? What's going on? I just signed up to go to this event, and I wanted to share it with you. I don't know exactly where you are right now in your business, but I know that this event can definitely help. One thing is for sure that I've learned with all of my business development and creation is one's product or service is as good as its message, or what that message shares with people that they can get, or in other words, the benefit-based outcome of the product or service. So this event is specifically all about messaging, branding, and marketing, and even positioning, and a little teensy-weensy bit about enrollment, which is dialogues, being able to enroll that client with ease. So let me see, what else did I have? Oh yeah, and then again, I drove home. Go ahead.
That's awesome. I'm loving it. I'm taking notes. I'm like, I want to say that.
Awesome. So the second thing I said was, again, this is the second time I've been. I usually don't go to events more than once, but frankly, I got so much out of this, and even just to be able to fine tune or tweak something that I'm working on, or to get another insight from someone that's not even in my niche, is super valuable, because I'm only continuing to see from my perspective. I can't see outside of my little box. So when someone else from a different niche is like, hey, you didn't think about this, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Okay, cool. So just being in that community setting, this is something I shared with them, is magical. To be there, to be in that energy of the group, and of course you guys are just incredible. Just to be in that event, it's so magical, and the energy is so vibrant. You're so vibrant, so it's just fun to be there with like-minded people. And so
Thank you.
again, yeah, of course. And so after that, I would say, here's the link, and I literally said messagetomoneylive.com/community. And so this is actually our community link where we get the complimentary tickets. And something that I drove home with people is something that I drove home with people is that, look, this is an event that normally will cost you anywhere between 200 to even higher. Right now I have the opportunity, and in fact, I've been working directly with the owners of the company, and I can tell you they're good-hearted people. They really do care. They're heart-centered, and they actually care and encourage us to put our real, true, and authentic message and our authentic selves out into the world, so people can notice us, so we can be noticed, and so they can hear our message, and which then enables us to help them to transform. So that's really the name of the game here, is highlighting that. And so I said, with this, they gifted me, this is all in this email, by the way, not all of it, but most of it. And maybe we can do a thing where I can share this verbatim with you later, so you can share it to everyone else.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, just let's too, and that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. So I would say, look, they gift me 10 free tickets, and I want to invite you. I thought this could really help you, and if you feel like it's a fit for you, only if you feel like it's a fit for you, then I think you should be there. And so then we would talk about it. And of course, this is all through email, so they're just going through their own process of, oh, should I go? Let me look at the link. And some people, just knowing people, they'll look at the link, or they'll say free, whatever. So I would kind of stay on them, like, hey, did you check out that email? Did you check out that link? You just kind of have to nudge them a little bit.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah, did you watch the video?
It helps a
Yeah,
lot, the
that
video.
helped. Yes, yeah, it totally did. Super engaging. And so I told them, and I said, look, I would love to have you there. And one of the biggest reasons why I want you to be there is because I know it can help you. And two, they're also offering me these incredible opportunities, including a VIP day. And so I told them this would be like the equivalent of someone who's a super, super CEO in, corporate America spending a day with Warren Buffett. That's how I feel. This is the value of me getting to spend a chance with Marisa and Murray. And so I just knew I had to do it. So I'm asking for your help. And that was usually the title in the email is, hi so-and-so, event and help, exclamation mark. Okay? It's just to kind of pique people's interest, because most people genuinely do want to help. Okay? How am I doing so far?
You're doing amazing. I think your strategy is just rock solid, and there's no coincidence. So I think that the next tier, Alain's already hit 10 friends that he's invited. There's about 4 or 5 people who've invited 3 friends each, and then some people who've invited 2 friends and 1 friend. But you really are leaps and bounds kind of ahead of the pack, because you had a real strategy going into it. So, and this is the name of the game in everything in business. Like, the more you have a strategy and think through it, it's really possible to make quantum leaps in your business and do things that you might not think are possible, but it's having that strategy and taking just steps towards it every day that make it possible. And you're just sharing the roadmap that made it work for you. And I've had so many people who wanted more time with me or private time with me, and I love strategizing your businesses, but I can't, do it with everyone in that level of depth. And this is an opportunity for us to really have that chance to work together, like hand in hand, really privately, and for a good amount of time to really reinvent your entire business. And so it's like an awesome prize to be able to win for just inviting 10 friends, but it does require some strategy and a little bit of legwork. So you've done that, and I really appreciate that you're sharing it. Is there more?
Absolutely, there's a ton more.
Go for it. Yeah.
And again, so there was no chance in this world that I wasn't going to be there hanging out with you guys. So I just made this happen. And I know that you guys too can do this too, really. I mean, it's really simple. Just follow this. If you have any more questions, you can still message me. Please just message me. I want you to be there with all your 10 friends or more. And I want you to also have VIP days too. So just follow this, message me with more questions if you have them. Anything. Seriously, I'm here to help. Okay. Jumping back here,
Thank you.
and so yeah, of
And
course.
you're also amazingly generous, which is why people want to say yes to you. So that spirit of
Thank you.
generosity and contribution goes a long way because people can sense the intention with which you're asking. And I just can tell that you're asking with such a pure heart.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Okay, so again, I would say, so what I'm asking is, and this again is in the email, so what I'm asking is if you feel, only if, this would benefit you in what you're creating in your business, please come as my guest and benefit from the workshop style teaching of the event. If not, I totally understand and I still love you. Smiley face. Okay, next paragraph. And if you come, this is kind of like my bonus to really ignite a little fire underneath their booties and say, if you come, I'm going to actually be giving back more. So I'm putting together a mastermind group of the people who come with me specifically to this event. And so after the event, for up to 3 months, we're going to continue to work on what we learned. And with each one of our different expertise and experience with business, we're going to also help to fill each other's blind spots and just really make this thing really cohesive. And that's of course up to 3 months, assuming people are still interested and they're still getting benefit. Again, we always want to make sure it's all about people getting benefit.
Nice.
Um,
That's an
yeah,
awesome perk.
yeah. So that would be like to an email for someone that I had 0 people who had committed. So as I was getting people that were quote unquote taking from my 10 tickets, the next line I would say, so I have for sure 3 people and need another 7 to meet my 10 in the next 4 days, which I want to talk about right now. So something that I really took advantage of, and I'm giving you, just to clarify, I'm giving you guys insight into the template on the email, but I'm also giving you kind of like my mindset and what my inner dialogue was with like the situation as far as the website, the landing page, the form to fill it out. What do you call that?
Application form or order
There you go.
form, sorry.
Those two, order form. Okay. And so I was basically taking advantage of the order form and knowing that the complimentary tickets were only guaranteed for the next 6 days, 7 days. I said, well, I'm going to get this done before that counter's done. That way I can use that as leverage. Okay. And so basically I would send these people to the link and they would actually see the counter and I'd say, look, we have 5 days to get your complimentary ticket. I want you there. Take advantage of this because otherwise it's going to go up $100. And I don't know if they're going to keep this going longer. I really don't know. I honestly didn't. So maybe too, if you could throw back up that counter, that would
Yes, we
help
will
me.
do that. Well, I know that one of um, another set points is the end of June. So we will have another counter for the end of June, and then a lot of the early bird pricing goes away for people who are joining from our community. And there are people who have bought for $300 these tickets. So already, like the tickets that we're giving you to bring friends complimentary, um, just so you know, I mean, they're like not everybody, even not all of our tribe, are getting that deal. So it's a special for your friends because we really want them to come and for you to get that support and to grow our community.
That's so great. You're super generous too, I got to say. So yeah, use that counter as leverage. Being able to say, hey, look, it's only 5 more days. Come on, we got to do this. And then so 5 more days, and then the next day or two, I would wait 2 or 3 days if they were kind of on the fence and check back in with them. Hey, we have 2 days left. I really want you there if you feel it's a right fit. And most of the people ended up doing it, and others said, well, I can't. It's too far in advance. Surprisingly, I was really surprised, and I was sharing this with. I got to give Lee a shout out because she's the one person that contacted me. I spoke with her last night, and so that's the one thing I shared with her is I was surprised that there were so many people that were able to commit so far in advance, which is kind of normal, but there's also maybe at least 4 or 5 people that said, you know what, I can't commit till 2 or 3 weeks before, which really took me for one, because I said, really, most people they need to know for sometime in advance to schedule out and block 3 full days. So anyway, so I'll check back in again with them, but just know that that's also a potential. And so at the next line, going back to this, and I know I'm jumping around a lot, so I will definitely send this script to Marisa so that way you guys have it. Again, I do want you to take advantage of this complimentary price. You just have to pay your seat deposit, but as soon as you show up, you're going to get the deposit back in full. So you have no excuses. It's kind of what I was saying. And then I said, let me know your thoughts either way. In fact, let's get on a quick call and talk about how this can specifically help you with what you're working on in your business. And then I said, talk soon, Alain. And then I put P.S. I'll check back in a day or so just in case I don't hear back. That way, if I don't hear back, I already kind of said that I was going to check in with them, and that doesn't look like I'm hounding them. Okay? And so basically, the people who responded back to my email with like, I'm kind of interested, I'm like, I put them on a second list. All right? Okay, kind of interested. So they're lukewarm. Cool. And so I had a list of those, and I don't remember exactly how many there were. I should have taken notes, but I really wasn't planning on that. So I'd say there was about, out of 50, there was probably 20, 25 comfortably, so half. And basically from there, I encouraged them to get on a call with me, and what I did was basically an enrollment dialogue. Okay, so getting on the phone with them, checking in, developing, quick rapport, and then just jumping into, so what really piqued your interest about this event? And, they would tell me, and I would just shut up and listen. It was really simple, and I took notes, really good notes. And okay, so this is what they want. For example, one was, I want to get my message out. Actually, I'll use one example specifically. I have a friend who has his own band, and he'll be there joining us. And so for me, his music is his message to the world. And so I said, hey, look, I really feel like this can help you get your music out into the world, your message. And so I said, how do you feel like this could help you to do that? And so he just told me. And so I realized, okay, this is where he's at. These are his desires. And so then I just used the counter side, so what's holding you back from getting that? And he would list those out. And so then basically I knew the separation between, as one of my mentors would say, Pleasure Island and Pain Island, or basically just, the good stuff and the bad stuff. And so through the course of the dialogue, I would help them to realize that this event would help them to bridge those gaps. And so what that involved me knowing was not only the landing page very well, but also having been to the event myself and also having my notes. I had the old binder, which I assume that the event is going to be super similar. If anything, it's going to be better. Do you have a comment on that, Marisa?
It's going to be better. Yeah, anyone who knows I'm just obsessed with like making things better and tinkering all the time and improving and growing and evolving. So, I mean, the structure is similar, but we're definitely evolving it and going to make it just even better, like everything that didn't quite go as planned or things that didn't land as much or areas where I felt like, this was maybe not as powerful as it could be. I'm fine-tuning and improving. So yes.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really great. So again, I literally, with knowing what they said to me, oh, this is what I'm looking to work on, or oh, this is what I have questions on, I'd say, well, hang on a second, let me look through my notes. Oh yeah, we worked on that on the first day. So yeah, we're definitely going to work on that. And I've been through it, and I'm not an expert on it, but I have a good idea of how to help you with it. And not just that, because it's a workshop style event, she's not just going to be up there, hitting us over the head with information. She's also going to say, okay, now your turn. Go do the work. And we'll have the opportunity to share it with people around us. And also, sometimes we'll even get up on the mic and share it directly with her, with Marisa. And so she'll give us feedback on the spot. And that's so valuable. So really just kind of highlighting to them why this event, they need to be at it, and why it's so amazing. And really just not to lose this opportunity. Okay. And basically just following up, with people who were lukewarm, kept checking in with them, saying again, hey, there's 3 days left, there's 2 days left. And so I set my goal at the day that counter went off, and I think the last person that committed was at 11:55 that night, right before the counter was at minutes. So I was able to push it, and I know you can too. So I'm going to just see really quickly if there's anything else. But do you have any questions for me? Anything that I can bring out more?
Ben, I think, you gave such a good comprehensive strategy, and I love all the different techniques you gave to really make it relevant to them and not just to be like, hey, come to this event, because that doesn't work. People need to understand what it's going to do for them and how it's going to help them reach their specific goals. So what you essentially have done, it's going to become invaluable for you and your business too when you use the same tools for yourself and for your own work. So I can't wait to see you when you launch. Practice everything that you've learned participating in this contest, because it just rocked. It's a really, really good strategy. Everything you said was so spot on, and I can see why you have been the first person to reach this goal, and hopefully not the last person, because we definitely have more days that I like to spend with people in the community and really working on your business. So thank you so, so much for sharing. I mean, it's just really, I am amazed at you and what you've done and just how much you threw into this.
Thanks. Thanks. There's can I share a couple more tidbits or
Sure
are we done?
thing. No, go for it. If you got more, give it.
Yeah, okay, I'll give it. All right. So, so then once someone would commit, I would say, "Hey, so who else do you know that might like this event?" All right? So using the leverage of someone who had just committed. And then so I would pretty much that same template, which I'll share with you guys. I would say, "Here, send this to my friend." And then I'd say, "Hey, can you send this to your friends?" Think of 5 people. And so they'd send it. And I didn't get as many as I thought I would, but more people became aware of the event, and it would have. I think if I would have dug a little more into those people, I would have gotten even more people. Which I think now to get my other seven, I definitely will. Um, so just literally cut and paste it, send it to your friends, share it with them, and ask them for your help. Share with them what's going on, and something that I also shared with people is, look, I really want to help you to help get your message out. And at the same time, yeah, you're definitely going to be helping me if I can get to this 10. And in fact, I'm going to be able to spend an entire day with this incredible woman and her expertise. And if there's any golden nuggets that I get after that that I can share with you that apply to what is relevant to you, like, I'm more than happy to share that. So just know this isn't just about me getting what I want. This is about a teamwork, being a community that we help each other out. So so yeah, I think that's pretty much it, unless there's anything else. But yeah,
Brilliant. Really, really brilliant. I'm just like, woohoo. Yeah. I can see why you've got, you were able to enroll 10 people and coming with you, and you're going to have so much fun too, building a community of people who get it as well, who you can share with and grow with and evolve with and mastermind with once the event is over. So I just wanted to really thank you in your generosity for sharing and coming and just bringing it and sharing your strategy with the community, because that's an extra level of giving that you didn't have to do, and we do appreciate that your willingness to give back to the community as well. And for those of you who don't know Alain, he really helps couples who know that they're meant to be together, but they just can't stop bickering. So if you're interested in just working with someone as awesome as Alain, and that's what he does, and pretty much everyone I know in relationship bickers. So you've got a hot market there, Alain, and I look forward to helping you refine and fine-tune that and really launch it online and beyond.
I'm looking forward to that too.
All right, thanks everybody. I hope this helped, and if it did, definitely shoot Alain a Facebook message and thank him as well, because I definitely appreciate his time. And this is a brilliant strategy, whether you're working to get more people to Message to Money Live or to your own events and programs as well. So it's rock solid, regardless of what you use the strategy for, and hopefully it's to bring more people to Message to Money Live, because we're going to have a freaking amazing time. I got to tell you, I'm got the next month blocked out to just focus on making this event amazing, and I'm really, really excited about what we've got planned and excited about the people who we've got joining us. It's going to be a blast, and we're going to have fun, but we're also going to do some heavy lifting on your business that's hard to do alone in front of your computer. So when you enter community and the magic of a room, the kinds of transformations that are possible are just really different than what you can accomplish at home. So I'm super stoked, and I look forward to seeing all of you face to face and meeting your friends. And go out there and live your message.